Alrighty. I have one more daily to hand in before the rank up quest becomes available, but I haven't done this one before, so I wanted to record it as well. Ubli, starting from scrap. Ubli would have you salvage lumber from the collapsed flight of Wee Wingless. The reconstruction of the flight of Wee Wingless is ongoing, yet a surprisingly large number of visitors express interest in seeing the wreckage. As such, we've been busy organizing tours to accommodate them. The main problem we're facing, however, is navigating the scattered pieces of broken lumber. Aside from how untidy it looks, we cannot have our guests stumbling over and possibly injuring themselves on errant planks of jagged wood. But I think I've hit upon an elegant solution. Might I trouble you to head over there and retrieve 3 of the offending obstacles? All will be explained upon your return. Alright. Ubli. Do you have the scrap lumber? Let's see what we have to work with. Scrap lumber. A jagged plank of wood salvaged from the wreckage of the flight of Wee Wingless. These are actually in fairly good condition, all things considered. With a little work, we should be able to make use of them. Upon visiting the flight of Wee Wingless, our guests have been asking for something to remember the experience by. That's where I had the idea of fashioning the salvaged lumber into decorative boards. Once we've sanded off the rough edges, we'll brand the planks with the travel agency's emblem and sell them as souvenirs. Not only will this help to clean up the area around the stairs, but it will also provide the tangible memento our visitors have been asking for. I think the proposal has potential, but we shall see how the sales go. I should mention that we spoke to Sia and secured permission from the Wing of Reflection to repurpose the scrap lumber. The wood did once belong to a national structure, after all, and part of the profits will be donated towards the stairs' restoration. Such details aside, I must also extend to you our continued gratitude. We greatly appreciate your assistance with every facet of our enterprise, no matter how trivial it might seem. Cool. Alright, here we go. Wait, let me do this. Earthenshire awaits. Pelupelu looks positively delighted. Pelupelu, did you hear? Business is booming at the Turali Travel Agency. Thanks to you and the Hanu, we've been seeing stellar sales. And our new policies and training are all paying off. Not a single one of our customers has been accosted by fiends. Needless to say, they find the presence of their guides turned protectors thoroughly reassuring. I almost said predators. Guides turned protectors thoroughly reassuring. Still, a few issues have come to light. First and foremost, our reach. So far, our tours have been limited to downstream Cozamalca, but many guests have expressed a desire to see the region's upper reaches. With that in mind, I contacted Mablu and asked her to gauge how receptive the Moblins might be to the whole tourism concept. We're about to hold a meeting to discuss the matter, and I'd love to have you join us. When you're ready, head to Elder Zanuhali's residence in Okhanu. Okhanu, huh? Wait. Is this changed? Nah, this is the same as before. Alright. Just checking. Pelupelu, there you are. The meeting will be held on the second floor. Earthenshire's Ready Rock will be joining us. I look forward to hearing about the Potsworn's position on tourists coming to visit. Mablu seemed to think the artisans were enthused. Still, I can't help but feel nervous. Zanuhali. What an honor this is. Ready Rock, Pelupelu, and Evray himself. Thank you for coming. Ready Rock. Ready Rock didn't know you were involved in Lucky Tour busy deals. How delightful it is to meet again. Hello, my friend. The peddler mentioned your proposal to bring tourists to Earthenshire, and we should be glad to welcome them with open arms. The Potsworn were very supportive too. Pelupelu, that's fantastic. Thank you. Though I have to ask, what if our customers distract your artisans from their work? I'd hate for this arrangement to negatively impact Earthenshire's trade. Ready Rock. No need for worry frowns. Many Potsworn themselves think contact with outsiders will provide fresh inspiration. We are happy to guide walk visitors too. Until recently, many help hands were recovering from hurty feels, but the situation has greatly improved. Besides, it will bring more opportunities to sell crafty goods. Mobbies will make sure the Potsworn can keep working unhindered, even during the Lucky Tours. Zanuhali. It should indeed. Our wares are proving popular with visitors to Okhanu, and the proceeds have enriched the community. Everyone stands to benefit. Pelupelu. It fills me with joy to hear stories of happiness spread through trade. Ready Rock. Ready Rock does have one question. The Great Stairs are still impassable as repairs are ongoing. So how will visitors reach Earthenshire? Zanuhali. Pelupelu and I have discussed the matter at length. Pelupelu. We'll send them over on flying punities. Wait, punities fly now? I don't know how to respond to that. Sure, why not? Sounds feasible. Alright, let's go with the first one. Punities fly now? Say what? Pelupelu. A handful of punity barges ply the waters between upstream Casamalca and Tuliolal, but there is no direct route to the downstream region. The massive waterfall that lies between complicates matters. Traveling by boat, you have to head downstream, then join Ihuikatumu and double back. It's quite convoluted. Zanuhali. But there is an alternative. Though seldom used since the flight of Wee Wingless was built, Wee Hanu once imbued punities with the gift of flight, enabling them to transport passengers over the falls. The method requires vast quantities of reeds, hence why we were unable to employ it during the rites of succession. But this might be the perfect occasion to revive the old ways. Ready Rock. Quick jump between Earthenshire and downstream Cozumel. Ready Rock likes the sound of that. Pelupelu. Of course, we'll need staff well versed in punity care, which is why I've already reached out to some beast keepers. Part of me balks at the idea of spending all that pel. Here comes her inner abacus again. But my inner abacus assures me that this is yet another worthwhile investment. There isn't a moment to lose. It's time to make airborne punity travel a reality once more. Cool. Oh. Step off, man. Genu Hanu. I couldn't stand the idea of leaving all the work to our special advisor, so I came along to help. The others should be here shortly. Pelupelu. I'm glad our plans for expansion look set to succeed. For their cooperation, I'll see to it that our Moblin and Hanu partners get their fair share of the profits. But let's first ensure that there will be additional profits to share in the first place. Genuhanu. We'll need a large effigy to channel our wind magics into the punities, and for that we'll need plenty of reeds, not to mention reams of cloth stitched with ether-enriched flight feathers. But you can leave preparations for the latter to us Hanu. Pelupelu. I have business in the capital, so I'll procure the punities. Come to think of it, I'll have to commission Wukavu to build an enclosure for them too. Which leaves the reeds. I realize this is grunt work, Evray, but permit me to entrust the harvest to you. Genuhanu. Speak with Gonahanu in the fields of gold. He'll point you in the right direction. Pelupelu. Anyhow, I'd best be off. Let's reconvene later. Alright. Gonahanu where? Over there. What did he call it? The fields of gold. Oh, that's where the reeds are, right? Oh yeah, that makes sense. I need reeds. I forgot. Gonahanu. Well met. Zanuhali said you require some reeds. The plants nearby are ready to harvest. Feel free to take as much as you need. After all, we have you and your friends to thank for the bumper crop. You know, these days we get plenty of visitors to the fields. Some even ask to help with the harvest. It's a joy to see, that's for sure. Anyway, it won't be long until the next Ihana. I hope you can join us again. Ah, sorry. I should let you get to work instead of talking your ear off. Once you have what you need, deliver the reeds to Lanuhali in Kozanuaki. As I said, once you've finished gathering your share, take it to Kozanuaki and give it over to Lanuhali. My colleagues and I will handle the remainder of the harvest. Alright. Gonna gather 5, huh? Alright. Lush green reeds. Ozanuaki. Anuhali. Hello there. I hear you might have some reeds for me. Lush green reeds. A bundle of ether-rich reeds plucked straight from the paddy. I wasn't expecting such a haul. Thank you. Together with the reeds my fellow Hanu have collected, we should have enough to construct the effigy. The first step will be to dry the reeds with a little help from our wind magics. Once the effigy itself is complete, all that will be left to do is swaddle it in special cloth. You needn't worry about the details though. We'll see to the rest. Return to the travel agency in case they have need of you there. We often see visitors here in Kozanuaki. They listen to our tales of Kijai-hi with such interest. Being able to share our culture is a joyful thing indeed. Pelupelu. Ah, there you are. I just got back myself. The beast keepers are on their way with the Punities as we speak. Once the creatures are capable of flight, it'll be a quick hop to Earthenshire. I'm planning to offer bespoke tours for customers wishing to purchase Potsworn crafts straight from the source. Thankfully, Wukavu agreed to work on the enclosure. Once the effigy is finished, we'll just need to wait for Zanuhali to arrive. Hey. Whoa. This brings back Sea of Clouds memories. Zanuhali. Divine wind, lay claim to the effigy. Grant these water-bound beasts the gift of flight. Cool. Whoa. Thanks to the efforts of all involved, the Turali Travel Agency is now replete with its own Punity enclosure and wind effigy. With the aid of the flight-imbued aquatic creatures, visitors may now experience the upper reaches of Kazamalka. Yet as the agency continues to broaden its horizons, it will need you to ensure that business keeps pace. Huh. Respected. Put some respect on my name, Pelupelu. Thanks to the Punities and their newfound gift of flight, movement of people and goods between here and the upriver Kazamalka is picking up once again. This is a crucial step towards revitalizing the region. I try not to think about all the pellet costs to get the Punities flying the skies, though. We'll just have to work extra hard to recoup the investment. Nice. Wait, what's for sale? Oops. Is it an Adventurer's Framer kit? Oh, you're not selling anything. Oh, wait, there it is. Red. The horn. Yeah, that makes sense. Can't afford it yet. Ubli. Alright, and all of these are new. Advisor versus Predator. Ubli is fretting over an influx of dangerous predators. Ubli. Everett, I need your help. We've sighted an aggressive Apollyon stalking the trails. Such creatures usually stick to the wilds, but occasionally one will stray closer to a village in search of prey. We must put these opportunistic predators down with decisive force and impress upon others that our territories are off limits. Our latest report has it roaming somewhere near the Glost-fired bank. We would greatly appreciate you culling this threat, preferably before it has the chance to harm anyone. Let Mobby be your guide. Ubli would send you out to test the latest tour experience. Hello, Everett. Can I interest you in a tour of upstream Cazamalca? As it happens, the Moblin who volunteered to serve as one of our upstream guides has requested the company of our special advisor. He'd like to use this opportunity to practice his presentation and also share with you the story of his homeland. Should you find yourself in a cooperative mood, you'll find our Moblin guide by the Glost-fired bank. I hope you find the tour both educational and entertaining. Born to run away. Ubli needs assistance with Alpaca Kriya, escape artist. Kriya? What the hell is Kriya? Kriya has multiple meanings, including a baby llama, alpaca. Alright. Alpaca Kriya, so I guess alpaca babies. Escape artists. Ubli. It is heartening to see the alpaca Kriyas so full of life. Recently, however, the rambunctious little darlings have been escaping the enclosure and running loose around the agency grounds. I shudder to imagine what might happen should they wander off into the wilds beyond. We've been watching them as closely as we can, but there is a certain troublesome trio that has mastered the arts of escape and evasion. I've been told that today is no exception, and would like you to assist with rounding up these fugitive Kriyas. After all, who better to track down an expert at hiding than an expert at finding, like yourself? Once you have apprehended the escapees, I ask that you hand them over to the alpaca handler. He will be somewhere on the grounds, assisting with the search. He's so tiny. Murr, murr. Where they at? Where they at? Where they at? Hum. You have apprehended all the fugitive Kriyas. Deliver your captives to the frantic alpaca handler. Huh? Oh, there he is. Frantic alpaca handler. Gah, I can't find them anywhere. Here you go. Alpaca escape artist. This mischievous Kriya has mastered the art of escaping from the alpaca enclosure. You caught them? It's all three accounted for. And blessedly uninjured, thank the gods. And you, of course. They've only just found their feet, you see, so running around has become their favorite new pastime. All they want to do is break out and dash around, and I swear it will be the death of me. Or would be, if they weren't so damnably adorable. I'm thrilled to see our babies grow healthy and strong, but I will need to keep a closer eye on them. Moblin Tour Guide. Thank you for coming, Special Advisor. Mobby will not waste your precious time and launch straight into the Lookie Tour. Many months ago, the Moblins who made their homes here lived alongside the Yokhui. Every handful of earth riches they gathered went to the giants, but then one day the Yokhui left, and only Moblins remained. Though free of their oppressors, Mobbies were bereft of providers and protectors. What to do? What to do? So they took their bountiful resources and turned to the clever hand races. The pot packs had begun. In the beginning, the Moblins crab-snatched artisans and forced them to craft. But when Galul Jaja came, he taught us a better way. Since then, help hands ensure a good living for the Potsworn, and together they earn much jingly shine. Mobby has many tongue flaps yet to share, but let us save them for the next site. Seeing sights, stop. Sorry to keep you, but he needs someone to practice on. Whoa, lag. Interesting lag. Oh, it's down there. Alright, let's do this one first. Moblin Tour Guide. These are the shoals of no return, where languish the abandoned boats of those who failed in their search for the Golden City. See how the current gush flows strong and wide. Kozamauka is a land of abundant water. Meltwater rush falls down from the blessed mountains of Urkopacha, making of our homeland a lush and fertile paradise. With rain also being plentiful, the rivers are prone to overflowing. But Mobbies are clever. We make our pot homes easy to close seal, so flooding is hardly a problem. That same natural hazard, however, would have been most seekers of... That same natural hazard, however, would have been why most seekers of the Golden City turned it back. Who wants to explore when every ruin and cave is flood-filled with water? Mobby will avoid those places, for the Lookie Tour, of course. He'll stick to the safe places, the pretty places, and show our customers the beauty of Kazamauka. Thank you for helping Mobby practice his tongue flaps. He still has queasy guts at the thoughts of guiding a group, but he feels much better about it now. Huzzah. Alright. Advisor versus Predator. Welcome back. You squashed that nasty vile, can I take it? Tour guides have managed to protect our visitors from any aggressive creatures encountered on the road thus far, but an apex predator like that is nothing to trifle with. Better for both guide and the guided to not encounter them at all, I say. We're devising our own ways of keeping away unwelcome wildlife, yet demonstrating that the territory belongs to a fierce protector remains the most effective method. We are fortunate to have you and your swift intervention. Let Mobby be your guide. Welcome back. By the thoughtful look on your face, it seems the tour was most enlightening. We were fortunate, indeed, to have the Moblins offer their expertise on the upriver regions. After all, who is better versed in the area's history and landmarks than the local residents? The tours themselves will, of course, be accompanied by an armed escort, so that no harm comes to our guides or our customers. We wish for this to be an enriching business opportunity for everyone involved. You caught them already? This is why we have you as our special advisor. I have helped with returning them to the enclosure before, and capturing even one of the Krias took all of my patience and cunning. The endeavor also ended with me having to clean spit off my goggles. They may be a handful already, but the alpacas we are raising here will only continue to grow in number. We'll need to take lessons from the Urkupacha Ranch if we're to do our best to care for them. Capital is abuzz with talk of our inroads into upriver Kazamauka. No doubt we'll be seeing an even greater influx of visitors than before, though with more people comes more potential for trouble. The agency mustn't accommodate those who would exploit the region. Cool. Dunskies. G.